Okay, we discussed about the affections of ICT. The first one was digital divide. Digital divide means those who have access to the technology and those who have not access to the technology are actually, so it's the divide. The society is divided to two groups. Those who can access the technology or those who know about the technology is one group, and those who don't know about the technology or those who cannot access the technologies are the other group. So they are suffering because they don't know, maybe due to poverty or maybe due to the technological issues, due to remoteness of their location, maybe unawareness. So that is leading to digital divide. And digital bridge is making them aware and linking them. So in Sri Lanka also, we can see some groups are not aware about the technology, whereas some groups aware about it. So if we can make these unaware people aware and facilitate them, then we can link them. That is called digital bridge. So then we started learning about the harmful things. So like electronic garbage, when we use and throw this away to the environment, it is mixing to the environment and the ecosystems and giving us lot of troubles. So when you throw away these kind of electronic garbages, so it's coming back as these consequences. Maybe it can damages these are the actually materials, so selenium, beryllium, mercury like thing. So it can damage parts of our body. Maybe it can introduce some cancers, breathing difficulties, even muscle pains or weakened muscles or brain issues, nerve problems. Likewise, it can heavily damage our body. And not only our body, also living beings like animals and plants. And to reduce that, we learn about the 3R technique, which we can reduce the use of these things and we can reuse the existing things and we can recycle at the end without just throwing away. We should not throw away to the nature. Without doing that, we can recycle by using a recycle plant. There are special companies recycling that. And then the final topic today, that is about ICT related job opportunities. So unlike other fields, ICT is introducing a lot of job opportunities. Unlike other fields, so ICT is introducing a lot of job opportunities or career opportunities. So that is a very interesting thing. So if you see, so this is for your knowledge, world's top 10 richest people. 5 of them, currently 5 of them are directly related to ICT. If you take world's top 10 richest people, Jeff Bezos, actually, so what is his company? What is his organization? Jeff Bezos?
Amazon.
Yes? Anyone
Amazon.
knows his business?
The
Dimar,
owner
yes?
of Amazon. The owner of Amazon.
Yes, the owner of Amazon. He owns Amazon. Amazon, that is a kind of large supermarket. It has things from A to Z, a very large supermarket, having variety of things, variety of goods and services. So unlike these Skills, Apico and all, they are not having any kind of storage. They are not having warehouse to store these things. But so what they have linked to sellers and buyers. And they have created a global market. This is Amazon.com. It is actually amazing. The Amazon.com is amazing because it has created the world's richest man, Jeff Bezos. This is his business. You can buy anything from Amazon. This is like eBay. So online, it's delivered worldwide, and you can buy product from any country. Even Sri Lankan people can sell here. Any country?
Sir, excuse me, sir. Can
Yeah.
Sri Lankan people buy from that website?
Yeah, Sri Lankan people. Then even I have bought some. I bought one camera from there, Amazon.com.
Sir, how much should we pay for shipping?
Shipping, it depends, right? Some shipments are free. Actually, that time like, shipping cost was around 3,000, but it is long time ago. But it depends.
Okay, sir.
Sometimes free shipping is available. But let's say, okay, let's say you want to buy a laptop, and you want to buy, let's say,
So
let's
how much
say,
days are they taking to deliver the product?
sorry.
How much days are they taking to deliver the product?
So it also depends because this pandemic normally take 1 or 2 weeks, but due to pandemic, it can be delayed, right? You can see here, MacBook Air 13-inch. This is not case. I just need the laptop. 13-inch laptop, and you can see the price, and also here. So you can just list that under. So you can give the price range, and we can give the brand. Let's say brand is Apple. That's what I need. And I need a CPU manufacturer from Apple, the same Apple CPU. And they're listing these things to me, right? Likewise, you can just maybe Intel CPU. Now more varieties, right? MacBook Air, and you can see the price, and you can see the shipping cost and all, stocks, everything. So likewise, so it is large business, but they are not having any warehouse. That is the specialty. Okay, another thing that I would like to show. This is booking.com. They are one of the largest accommodation company, and there's another one, Airbnb. Airbnb. That is one accommodation company, but they own no hotels. They don't have any hotels. They are just renting out others' hotels. Right? But worldwide, they have locations. Like if you want, like let's say I want to spend my holidays in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I want to spend my holidays in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, in from 27th to 30th. Let's say from 27th to 30th, I just want to spend my holidays. And let's say I'm traveling alone. So I need one room, traveling alone. Then it will list me the hotels in Malaysia. Right, then I can say like I need 4-star hotels. It will show me the prices, and I need the lowest price maybe. Okay, price lowest first. Then you can see the listings. Here, this is a Vortex KLCC Kuala Lumpur for 4 nights. It will cost only 9,000 rupees. That is really cheaper than booking a hotel in Sri Lanka for booking 4-star hotel in Sri Lanka, and with better facilities most of the time. Likewise, so even in Sri Lanka, I can find. Let's say I want to spend my holidays in Kandy, Sri Lanka, and then same days I'm searching. Same 4 days I want to spend my holiday in Kandy, and I need the lowest price, and also I need lowest price and the 4-star hotel. Star rating, the 4-star rating. Okay, it's list me some. Okay, this is one solution, the Havens Villa Kandy, but you can see I have to pay like 15,000. And Lakewood resident here 16,000. So like it's expensive. Oak rate 22,000. Bit expensive than the Malaysian solution. So likewise, globally I can get a service, but they are not on. They don't have any hotels, but they're renting. So for an example, think about this. Think about what? Okay, Daras.lk. It's Sri Lanka. It's in Sri Lanka, but they don't have any warehouse. The sellers are from all over the way, and buyers are also from different locations, but they don't have any store in Daras. And another example, PickMe or Uber. They are the largest taxi company. PickMe or Uber, the largest taxi company. But they own no taxis. PickMe or Uber, being largest taxi companies, they own no taxis. Because their taxis are from other people. Other people are renting taxis. So that is the nature, right? That is the nature of these businesses. Okay. So then, not just Jeff Bezos, the people like, not just Jeff Bezos, the people like Bill Gates. Bill Gates, what he's doing? He's the owner of
Microsoft.
Windows.
Yes, he's the owner of Microsoft.
Microsoft.
He's also related to ICT. Mark Zuckerberg,
Facebook.
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 Yes, he's also related to ICT. Then Larry Ellison is related to Oracle Corporation. Larry Page,
Google.
yes, related to Google. So all here you can see Larry Ellison, Larry Page, Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, Jeff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From this 10, 5 people are directly related to ICT. So in the world, if you are related to ICT and if you are an entrepreneur, so there's a higher potentiality to be the richest person in the world. So that is the nature, right? So that is not medicine now, that is not engineering. Actually, ICT is engineering. That belong to engineering discipline, electronic engineering. ICT is coming under electronic engineering. So that is one of the popular sector now. Actually, so let me compare this, why this ICT can be given high rank than other things. So let's assume, let's compare with medicine. If you have intention to do medicine, first you have to pass ordinary level, then you have to pass advanced level, at least with 3 A's. If you're not in a rural area like Nuwara district or Badulla district or some remote area, or maybe Hambantota or some remote area, if you're not, so if you're in a this Colombo suburbs, or if you're in Kandy region, so you need to have at least 3 A's, mostly 3 A's to be selected to the medicine. Colombo suburbs, Kandy, those Gaul, you need high Z score, 3 A's. Then let's say you got 3 A's and selected to the medical faculty. First year completed, second year completed, third year completed, fourth year completed, and then your training completed. Then you will become a doctor. So that is like a coconut tree. The result is at the end. The result is at the end. So for that you need a lot of concentration, a dedication, and endless effort. So then only you can see the last results. But that is good. There are some deserved doctors. So we should have doctors, no? But all are not deserved to be doctors. There are like around, so in each year, closer to 70,000, 80,000 students are doing biology, but they are not deserved doctors. Out of that, only 2,000, 3,000 are accessing or going to serve in that field. That is the nature. Okay, but IT, if you take, it's not like this. If you start, still you have a job, right? But so that is not to degrade this. So let's say you can type, you can start typing. Typing is a job. Let's say you can print.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir,
Yes.
is there a way to get a domain, a .com domain for free?
.com domain for free. So unless it is gifted, I don't think, right? Because .com is a commercial domain. You can get a subdomain, but not a full not a full domain. You can get a subdomain, maybe not a full, right? Maybe as a gift or some other thing, yes, but not domain. Okay, let's go back to the topic. Let's say you know printing. Let's say you know printing. Printing itself is a job. And let me show you. So there was a guy who started printing business with very small facility. So this is from Kadagatha. And you can see, so this is his situation now. He owns few buildings, right? He owns few buildings now, and it's in the Colombo Road. And you can see, like one building is like few story building, like 4-story building, and there's another building. So only thing that he did is just cutting stickers. Just cutting stickers. Very small job, right? Very small thing. Cutting stickers is not difficult. Earlier days, for cutting stickers, you need some skill. But now actually you don't need much skills. Earlier day, if you want to cut stickers, you should actually good in art. You can, if you can draw nicely. I cannot draw nice, to be honest. I cannot write even properly. I cannot write Sinhala or English letters properly because my writing is really, really bad because of my typing. So I can type, but I cannot write properly. So, but you might think if you want to print nicely, you need to type. No, you can use a machine. So if you use a cutter plotter, this is called cutter plotter. This is the output device. This is like a printer. If you insert stickers, and if you give the pattern, these patterns and everything are available, right? These patterns you don't want to define from the beginning. These patterns are available in the software. And these letter patterns, everything available in the software. If you can give the pattern and you give the printing command, automatically the sticker which is already cut will come out. Then you have to take it and sticker it in the vehicle. That's simple enough. You know, all the buses, all the taxis are now full of stickers. They are highly decorated, full of stickers, right? So there is an opportunity. This guy has used that opportunity and he has achieved his goals by fulfilling that needs of these buses, stickers, vehicles, everyone. Here you can see cars, even the modern vehicles are there. So they also expect that. And this is their place now. But they are even, I think they are even selling spare parts and some decorative items now. Right? Okay. So likewise, if you start from the beginning, you will still have opportunities. Printing is a business. Let's say you can take photos nicely. Photography is a business. There are photographers in Sri Lanka who owns private choppers, private helicopters. There are photographers in Sri Lanka who are working as official photographers for some famous Hollywood, Bollywood actors and actresses. They're working as official photographers, started in Sri Lanka. Some of them own like private helicopters, choppers. So that is a business related to ICT. Right? Likewise, if you know programming, you have a job. If you know coding, you have a job. If you know networking, you have a job. If you know hardware, you can start technical level job.
Sir.
Yes.
So are you also doing photography?
Yeah, I'm doing that as a hobby. Right? I don't own chopper or helicopter, so I am just doing that as a hobby. Right? Okay. Right. Okay. So there are some other areas like web development, graphic design, image retouching, and if you learn, then also you have a job. If you learn, you can start as a lecturer. You can complete your degree. You can complete your masters. You can complete your postgraduate diploma or postgraduate degrees or maybe a doctorate, and you can complete the professor. You can get a professorship, and you can be a scientist. You can be artificial intelligence engineer. You can be a database engineer. So it is possible to start bioinformatics engineering. So likewise, it is diversifying a lot of things, lot of subjects. Or you can start computational chemistry, quantum computing with quantum physics. So this subject can be merged with your lot of other subjects and start new ventures. So that is the advantage, lot of opportunities. But unfortunately or fortunately, only few are selecting IT jobs, and they are also think IT in this scope. They don't think this, the bioinformatic engineer, they don't feel the quantum physics or this quantum physics related quantum computing engineer. They don't think about artificial intelligent so related engineer. They don't think about being a professor in ICT. They are not thinking about starting their computational chemistry degree. So these are some variants, but people are only thinking about printing, writing, typing, photography, photocopying, and all these things on only this small stuff. They don't see, they don't have a big vision. But the students who are having a big vision, so mostly those students are in some other countries. They are starting their training from very beginning level. Game developers and all, most are kids. They do the game development. The most technical people in China are kids. So by 18 or 19, they will become tech-savvy people. The hackers or the security professionals, security people. So in European countries, most are young people. Even Mark Zuckerberg is too young to become a top richest person. He's around 36 years old, but he has become world's. He's in top 10 in the world. So that is the nature, right? Okay. So what you can see in your book. So there are some careers given, but these careers are a bit traditional because in my era also, when I started learning ICT, I started learning ICT in year 1995. I just started learning ICT in 1995. That means 25 years from today. 1995, 1996, that time. Right? So it has a long history. At that time also, these opportunities were there. Opportunities, that time also, these opportunities were there. But so now if you start actually for targeting these opportunities, these are a bit traditional, right? These are a bit old. Then bit old opportunities, those are not modern. So I'll give you some modern opportunities, but let me explain these old opportunities too. Software quality assurance engineer. That is the person who checks the quality of any software. He's testing the software, he's working with that software and finding out the bugs, errors, and maybe he check whether that is functioning as expected by the users, or is there any unpleasant experiences. Likewise, the QA engineer is testing the software. Software engineer has like overall idea about the software. He or she has overall idea about the software, right? Overall idea about the software. So design, develop the software. Software architect, he's designing the architecture of the software, basically the component and their interconnections. Components and their interconnections. And software developer or programmer, he's writing the code. I was there as a junior software engineer in 2007. I was working as a junior software engineer, and I was doing that designing and also the interface designing part, as well as back-end development part like programming, was doing some tasks. But programmer is only responsible for coding. He's doing the coding and develop the program. Architect has more responsibility. He's to integrate. He's mixing up. And then the software engineer will overall look at what they have done. And then the QA engineer or quality assurance engineer, he's looking at the quality of the product that these people have developed. And in the other hand, system analyst, he's the one finding these requirements. He's the one talking to these customers and finding the requirement and suggest the software. He helps to initiate the project. Actually, when system analyst initiate, programmer then software engineer or designer, he will give the design, then programmer will code, architect will connect, engineer will look at the project, and the quality assurance engineer will check. Database administrator is basically handling the database part. Okay, so for an example, if you can remember how you check results, you have used this website, right? Donates.lk website to check your scholarship results. Maybe if you want to check O-level results, you have to go to this website. This is donates.lk, Department of Examination, Sri Lanka. Then you can select the examination, grade 5 scholarship, O-level or A-level, and select the year. And after that, you can type your registration number and get the results. Actually, all these results are stored in a single location. All these results are stored in a single location, and that is called database. Database is a collection of data saved in a special location. It is centralized. Anyone can access, but it need to be secure, because anyone can access, but everyone cannot access everything. So for an example, grade 5 scholarship examination 2020, if you give the UID, then you can see your results, not the other results. You can see only your results. So that security need to be adjusted, and database administrator is responsible for that. Web developer, we learn how to create web pages in grade 8, and web developer is responsible for designing, developing these web pages. Graphic designer, simple as that. He is doing the designing part for graphics. An IT consultant is advising the companies, organizations about new IT technology. A network administrator is looking after the network, how computers are connecting to each other and their configuration and all. So that is the responsibility of network administrator. Okay, what are the new jobs? So these are some new careers, new jobs. You can write down now. Please start writing. Just give me. Okay. Please start writing. New IT careers or jobs. And please write this list. New IT careers or jobs, and please write this list. I'll explain one by one. First of all, you have to write down. And if you have any idea, any new career that you think should be included, you can tell it. So I'm not writing these careers which are listed in your book, because it is already there. So please write these things, and I'll explain each and every one after each and everything after you write.
Good
So
hackers.
white hat hackers are also type of hackers. White hat hackers means it's a type of hacker, but these hackers are security professionals. These hackers are not harmful. They're hacking for maybe government requirement. They're hacking because the state law or any legislation organization hired them. These are genuine hackers. They are also hacking, but for a maybe investigation purpose, or maybe based on a government requirement, they are hacking. So these people are called white hat hackers. And if you want, you can become a white hat hacker, but you need a lot of knowledge, because you need to know programming, and you need to know networking, hardware, architecture knowledge, a lot of things like web interface and internet related topologies and all. So if you learn a lot, you can become a security professional. And game developer, so that is so earlier days this was not there, but now a lot of games are there, and because of that, a lot of kids even interested in doing game development, because that also need logical thinking, right? You can't like become a game developer without basic general coding skills. You have to think logically, because game is always never ending loop. It should be ended when game over, or it should be end. So normally game is not ending, so it is always drawing based on the user actions nowadays, right? So it should be ended when user have done something, but up to now user have done something wrong. Up to now game should continue. So you have to think logically. You should be more intelligent than the game player to develop that. So that is game developer and game design. Then artificial intelligence. AI means artificial intelligence. If you want, you can write down. But AI engineer means artificial intelligent engineers. Artificial intelligent engineers and scientists. So they are developing like human-like robots. The robots who can think. Robots capable of thinking. So that's what they are doing. Then the big data scientists. Who are they? Big data scientists. Yes, Situmi. Who are the big data scientists? What they are doing? Okay, big data scientists are handling like lot of data. For an example, think about COVID-19. When you go to Webometrics or Worldometrics, you can see the coronavirus status. But this data comes from different countries, in different regions, different areas. Everything should be analyzed and displayed well. So data coming from each and every country. You know how much Sri Lanka is like, even Sri Lanka is struggling to display Sri Lanka's own data. But this Worldometrics, this site is basically showing data from the world. It's millions, billions of records, right? It's updating daily, maybe hourly. So this is like, this is something called big data. A lot of data, millions of data, millions of records are coming. Then you have to use BigQuery and some language platforms like supercomputers to analyze this. With the help of these computers, they are taking decisions about this. So these people are called big data scientists. This is very simple example that you can understand. But there are more things that I can explain. But the thing is, I have to fit it to your particular knowledge. No, that's why I just show you some related examples and give you some idea. Big data means a lot of, like, it's difficult to handle data by using just using a simple computer. You need supercomputer to, or you need powerful computer to handle this data. The big data scientists are working with those computers to handle this data. Okay, another job, another career is blockchain developers. Have you heard of Bitcoin smart contracts? Do you know what is Bitcoin? Anyone? Yes? What is Bitcoin?
So it's a way to invest?
Yeah, it's a way to invest. What is Bitcoin actually?
A type of online money.
A type of currency. A type of currency. The Bitcoin also has a monetary value. So you can convert Bitcoin to Sri Lankan currency. So let's convert Bitcoin to LKR. And you can see it's closer to 8.5 million. One Bitcoin worth 8.5 million now. Actually, 5 years back, it was only 80,000. Here, September 2016, the Bitcoin value was only 80,000. But it has grown and grown. Now it has become very strong. And now the value of Bitcoin is closer to 8.5 million because it has become really, really strong. So that's why you said that it's a way of investing. If you bought a Bitcoin, the Bitcoin එකක් ගත්තා නම් මේ කාලේ, if you bought a Bitcoin in year 2016, 5 years back, 80,000 වට යන්නේ, you will spend only 87,000 no. But after purchasing, now the value of Bitcoin is 8.5 million, which is 100 times. ඒ දවස්වල 80,000ක් තිබ්බනම් දැන් ඔයාලා මිලියන 85ක් තියෙන මිනිස්සු. Sorry, 8.5 million, මිලියන 8.5ක් තියෙන.